Has it been a long time since you and your family have gathered together for the holidays? The holidays are a great time to check in with your loved ones and friends to see how they are doing. Talking about your parents, your grandparents, aunts, uncles, siblings, whoever you care about. Whether you are visiting them or they're visiting you, it's a really good time to make sure everything is going okay. My name is Laurie Miller, and I've been working with older adults since 2006 as a home care owner and administrator. I went back to school in 2020 and received my master's in gerontology. But my biggest credential is my personal experience as caregiver for my own mom. I've learned a lot along the way, and I have a lot to share. In this video, I'm going to talk about behaviors. If you haven't seen your parent in a while, it can be hard to see subtle changes, but may be easier to see bigger ones. Many people experience social isolation during the pandemic, and that has played a role in declines in older adults' health and well-being. Changes in behavior can be a sign of cognitive impairment, dementia, a medical condition, or of course, just normal aging. Trying to figure out why the behavior changed is key. If it's possible, try and notice your parents' sleep patterns. Are they getting up later than normal, or are they going to bed earlier than normal? Changes in sleep patterns can be normal as we age, or it can be a sign of an issue. Are they getting up later because they just don't want to face the day, or are they not sleeping well during the night and then they're tired and get up later? If they're bored and that's why they don't want to get up, then try to help find things for them to do, or places to go, or a place to volunteer, even a part-time job. Everybody needs to have purpose and feel that they are valued in this world. Is it poor sleeping? Look into their nighttime routine. Are they drinking a lot of caffeine in the afternoons? Can they make modifications in their sleep hygiene, and maybe that can help them get better sleep? Let's talk about ambivalence. Can your mom just not make a decision? You ask her what she wants for dinner and she says that she just doesn't care. It could be ambivalence related to depression, or it could be that she really just doesn't care. She's so happy to have you home that she just doesn't care what's for dinner. Look for changes. Was she always very opinionated and now she's not, or the other way around? Sometimes a change to ambivalence can be related to depression or cognitive decline, or of course, it can be nothing at all. Does she seem to not care about everything, or is it just certain topics like food? If she doesn't care or have an opinion about anything, then you may want to dig a little deeper. Let's talk about personality. Has your dad's personality totally changed? He was very critical and high-strung, and now he has a lot of patience and is complimentary. Ideally, he has gained wisdom as he's gotten older, and that's just great, and certainly not an issue at all. But big personality changes, like a new risky or dangerous behavior, could be a sign of cognitive impairment, or someone who's being totally unreasonable could be a sign of something else. It would be a good idea to try and have a meaningful conversation to figure out where these changes are coming from. He may recognize the changes and easily attribute them to having more leisure time and being able to do what he wants when he wants. And wouldn't that be a great thing? Let's talk about agitation. Does your parent seem over-agitated or very easy to agitate? It could be nothing, and they just aren't used to having people underfoot disrupting their routine. Of course they're happy to see you and your family, but the noise and the mess may just be tough on their patience and they become agitated. On the other hand, it could be related to cognitive decline or even a medical diagnosis that they haven't told you about. Find a quiet moment or create a quiet moment and sit down and have a chat. If it's the ruckus that's causing them stress, talk about what would make it better. It may be as simple as for you to remember to turn off the lights when you leave the room, or not to stack dishes in the sink and just to wash them. Of course, if it's a medical diagnosis and they haven't shared it with you yet, you've created a safe space for them to share the details with you, and I bet they'll feel better after they talk to you. If they don't see any agitation or anxiousness in their behavior, You may want to share your thoughts with other family members and see if they've noticed anything as well. Remain positive and see if you can discover a pattern. Write down incidents as you remember them, and that way you can share the details with their doctor if you feel that's the course you should take. When you visit with your loved ones over the holidays, remember to not jump to any conclusions right away. It is so important to try and figure out the underlying causes for any concerns you may have. Many of them may not even be an issue, but just normal aging. Please check back frequently as I'll be adding more videos. I would love to hear if you have any tips to share with me, and if any of my tips have helped you or your family in any way. Happy holidays!